ಈ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಜೀವಂತವಾಗಿರುವ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಇದೆ. Not only the king who is sitting on the palanquin, even the ant which is walking on the floor also has the equal right. Now these days in the world everybody talks about equal right, man, woman, this, that, equality all over the world. But Jadabharata was practicing it many yugas back. Equal right for everybody. Now of course it's a very perverted thing. Andre ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸಮಾನಾಂತರ ಹಕ್ಕುಗಳಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಹಾಗೆ ಹೀಗೆ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಈ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾದಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಜಡಭರತ ಆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸಮಾನಾಂತರ ಹಕ್ಕು ಇರ್ಬೇಕು, ಒಂದೇ ಸಮ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಹಕ್ಕುಗಳಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಸಿ ಜಡಭರತ's ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವ್ಯೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡೆಡ್ ಬಿಯಾಂಡ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಕೇವಲ ಮಾನವರಿಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಿಗೂ ಹಕ್ಕಿದೆ ಜೀವಂತವಾಗಿರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಹಕ್ಕು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? Why you should be the only person who has the right to live? You think the animals have no right to live? They also have right to live. They are also children of God. That is real. ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, that is the real. In English we use the word egalitarianism. Egalitarianism ಅಂದ್ರೆ everybody is same in the eyes of God or in the eyes of law. ಭಗವಂತನ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಕಾನೂನಿನ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಮಾನ. ಆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಯಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು, ಕ್ರಿಮಿಕೀಟಗಳು, ಇರುವೆಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಸಮಾನ. Everybody has the right to live. Just because we are sitting on a palanquin and because you are a king and I am not a king, does that mean they have any lesser right to live? No, they also have a right to live. That is Jarabhata's point of view. So Maharaj Ravana opens that palanquin, the curtain or the door or the window, and looks around and he sees that this Jarabharata is walking in a very erratic manner. Jarabharata. And Maharaj Ravana becomes very upset and he says, what is this way to carry a palanquin? Nobody trained you properly to carry a palanquin. ಈ ತರ ಪಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋದು ಇನ್ ಯಾರು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ. After some time, same thing repeats. Then again, this time Maharaj Raghunaka opens the window or something and then shouts little more. Who are you? You look to be quite okay. You look to be quite strong. You look like a whatever. You look so well built. What's your problem? Why you can't carry properly? Don't you know I am the king? Nan Raja anta gottilla ninige. Nan Raja anta gottiddu ಈಗ ಎತ್ತಿರೋದು ನಿನ್ ಪಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ರಾಹುಗನಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತಷ್ಟು ಕೋಪ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. But Jadabharata is Jadabharata, great devotee. Just because Maharaj, somebody opens a window and says something once or twice, you think Jadabharata will stop being Jadabharata? No. He is a person who has already burnt his hand once. When he was King Bharata, he had made that mistake of looking at the material world and reacting to it. Andre, ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಹುಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ರಿಯಿಸಿದಂಥ ಭರತ ಅವನು. In that lifetime, he started developing affection for a deer because he was affected by what is happening in the material world. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಭೌತಿಕ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯೋದು ಏನೇನು ವಿಷಯಗಳು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಪಂದಿಸಿದ್ದ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಭರತ. ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಅಮಾಯಕವಾದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ what do you say, ಮಾಸೂಮ್ means innocent animal. Who's going to protect it if I don't protect? What will happen to this? ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗೆ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರತಿಕ್ರಿಯಿಸಿದ ಅವನು. he reacted to it. So in this lifetime he has already made up his mind. He is not going to react to a deer or a tiger or a monkey or a king also. Nobody is not going to react to anybody. All are the same. I told you, no, Jadabharata saying all living entities are the same. Same thing for him. Whether you are an ant or an insect or a mosquito or you are a king, I look at you in the same way. You can't affect me. You can't change me. I am what I am. ನೀನ್ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಒಂದೆರಡು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಅಪ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್. ಸೊ ಜಡಭರತ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್. ಆ ಜನ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಜಿಂಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾಳಿಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಬಂದ ಜನ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಜಿಂಕೆ ಆಗೋಗ್ತದ ಅಂಥ ಜಡಭರತ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದೇ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನ? ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದೇ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಜಡಭರತ ನಾವಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ನಾವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದೇ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. We will do the same mistake. We are always ready to do mistakes. Here it is said that Prabhupada ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, you are working as agent of Maya, not agent or servant of Krishna. And when you are working as agent or servant of Maya, you can never be happy. You cannot be happy. Even if you are riding palanquin, even if you are the king, even if you have 4 fit people carrying the palanquin, no guarantee that you will be happy. 4 ಜನ ಪೈಲ್ವಾನ್ರ ತರ ಇದ್ದಂತಹ 4 ಜನ ಬಂದು ಪಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿ ಎತ್ತುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ನೀನ್ ರಾಜನಾಗಿದ್ರು, ನೀನ್ ಸುಖವಾಗಿ ಸವಾರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ ಅಂತ ಯಾರು ಏನು ಭರವಸೆ ಕೊಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. This is the material world. This is how the material world works. Even the simplest of things requires the sanction of Krishna. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅತಿ ಸರಳವಾದ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲೂ ಭಗವಂತನ ಕೈ ಇದೆ. You think Krishna has no other work to interfere in all these small things? Yeah, he has no other work except to work on you. He will work on you to try and make you a better devotee. ಭಗವಂತನ ಬೇರೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಹೌದು, ಭಗವಂತನ ಕೆಲಸ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಕೆಲಸ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ನೀನೆ. ಭಗವಂತನ ಕೆಲಸ ನೀನೆ. ನಿನ್ನ to try to make you a better devotee, the Lord will do anything. The Lord's single agenda is to see that all of us become better devotees. Whatever is required, Krishna will do as per time, place, circumstances. So, Jadabharata, the third time, Rahuguna becomes very angry and he says, you should be punished. Don't you know? I'm a king. I can punish you. Nin shiksha kodakagutte nanige. Nan rajanagiddane. Hage hige he starts. Then finally, Jadabharata will open the mouth and say, Jadabharata will say, actually, you think you're a king, is it? But I don't think you're a king or anything like this. He says, neither are you the king, nor am I. These are just some small, what is it called? Temporary positions that you take and I take. In reality, in the eyes of God, in terms of time, neither you are the king, nor am I servant, nor you are the boss, nor am I servant, nor you are the... Everything is temporary, except the only reality is Krishna, is God, time, Kala, like that. Jadabharata will speak philosophy. You are imagining, ನೀನೇನೋ ಕಾಲ್ಪನಿಕವಾಗಿ, ನೀನೇನೋ ಕಾಲ್ಪನಿಕ ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಯಾ, ನೀನ್ ರಾಜ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ಯಾ, ನಾನು ಪಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿ ಎತ್ತೋಣ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಎರಡೂ ಸತ್ಯ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಏನೋ ಕಾಲದ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನೀನು ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಸಮಯ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಪ್ನ ನೋಡೋ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. You are getting a chance to see this dream that you are acting as a king and you are thinking that I am your servant. Neither am I the servant, nor are you the king. Neither am I the master. None of these relationships are true and eternal. ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಜಡಭರತ. But in this chapter it is mentioned that Rahuguna was also a very inquisitive person. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ಕುತೂಹಲ ಇದ್ದಂತಹ ರಾಜ ಅವನು ಗಾಬರಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಇದ್ದಕ್ಕಿದ್ದ ಹಾಗೆ ಗಾಬರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. He starts panicking. He starts thinking, oh my God, what is this? What is he saying? How can he say I'm not the king? How can he say he's not the servant? ಅದು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಾನು ರಾಜ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ, ಹೀಗೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಅಂತ ಅವನು ಗಾಬರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. He becomes very, very shaken up by the response he gets from Jadabharata, and then he responds to Jadabharata. He's asking these questions. Actually, his first reaction is that he's kind of, it's a wake-up call for Rahuguna. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿದ್ದೆಯಿಂದ ಯಾರೋ ಎಬ್ಬಿಸಿದಾಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವನಿಗೆ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದವನು ಹೋಗಿ ಯಾರೋ ಎಬ್ಬಿಸಿದಾಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾರಿಗೆ? ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ರಹುಗಣನ್ಗೆ. ಇದೇನು ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಇವನು, ನಾನು ರಾಜನೇ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅವನು ದಾಸ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಇದೊಂದು ಸ್ವಪ್ನ ಅಂತಾನೆ, ಏನೇನೋ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ Rahuguna ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ವಿಸಿಟಿವ್. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ಕುತೂಹಲ ಇದ್ದಂತ ಅವನು ರಾಜ. ಸೊ Rahuguna looks at Jadabharata and he starts thinking, have I done a mistake? ಏನಾದ್ರು ತಪ್ಪು ನಡೆದೋಗಿದ್ಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? Is Jadabharata really ನೋಡಕ್ ಆತರ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಕಲರ್, filled with dirt, because Jadabharata is so scared and he doesn't want to interfere in anything in this material world, but he is just waiting. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಜನ್ಮ ತಾಳ್ಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಜನ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ I became attached to a deer and hence I have to take this birth. In this birth I will not do the same mistake. So he covers himself with dirt. He doesn't even clean himself, but he wears an upavita. That means the Brahmin's sacred thread. That means indicating that he's a yogi, he's a Brahmana, he's a yogi, he's a devotee, to indicate that. And then, so Maharaj Rahuguna notices that. ಅದನ್ನ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಉಪವೀತ ಇದೆ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಇವನು ಮಾತಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆಂದ್ರೂ ಗಾಬರಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ವೈ ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್? ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಐ ಡನ್ ಅ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್? ನನ್ನ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಏನಾದ್ರು ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿದ್ಯಾ? ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಐ ಅಸೆಸ್ಡ್ ಹಿಮ್ ರಾಂಗ್ಲಿ? ನಾನು ಆಗ ರಘುಗುಣ ಸೇಸ್ ಒನ್ ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ ಮಾತು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ರಘುಗುಣ. ಮಹಾರಾಜ ರಘುಗುಣ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನನಗೆ ಇಂದ್ರನ ವಜ್ರಾಯುಧ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು ಭಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸ್ಕೇರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವಜ್ರಾಯುಧ ಆಫ್ ಇಂದ್ರ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸ್ಕೇರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನಿ ವೆಪನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನಿ ದೇವತಾಸ್. ಯಾವುದೇ ದೇವತನ ಕೈನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಅಸ್ತ್ರ ಶಸ್ತ್ರ ಇದ್ರು ನನಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ ಭಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಮರಾಜನ ಕಂಡ್ರು ಭಯ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮೃತ್ಯು ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಭಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸ್ಕೇರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೆತ್, ನಥಿಂಗ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸ್ಕೇರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣಾಸ್. I am very scared of the devotees of the Lord and the Brahmanas. Very nice statement Maharaj Raghuna says. So Maharaj Raghuna kelta idare, avre maatadkolta idare. He's talking, in a sense, he's talking to himself. He's saying, have I done a mistake? Maybe you're not just a servant. You're not just a palaki carrier. Maybe you're a great devotee. Have I wrongly assessed you? Nan kadeinda enaru tappagidya? ನನಗೆ ಅದೊಂದೇ ವಿಷಯ, ಆ ಒಂದೇ ವಿಷಯದ ಮೇಲೆ ನನಗೆ ಭಯ ಇದೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ವೆರಿ ವರಿಡ್ ಅಬೌಟ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸ್ಕೇರ್ಡ್ ಅಬೌಟ್. ಡಿಡ್ ಐ ಮೇಕ್ ಅ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್? ನಿಮ್ಮೇಲೆ ದುಬಾರಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಹಂಕಾರ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ನ? ಡಿಡ್ ಐ ಶೋ ಮೈ ಪ್ರೈಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ arrogance against you? Did I humiliate you? Is this insulting you? Is this humiliating you? I want to know this. ಅಂತ ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ಹೇಳಿದಾರ, ತನಗೆ ತಾನೇ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ. So he starts questioning himself. Is what I have done correct? Have I done a mistake in assessing you in this manner? Anta Maharaj Raghugunange, he gets this big doubt. Maharaj Raghuguna gets this big doubt. It's actually a very good quality. One is Maharaj Raghuguna is spiritually inquisitive, andre adhyatmikavagi kutuhala iddantavanu. The second quality is he's introspecting. He's asking himself the question, nan kade ಏನಾದ್ರು ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿದ್ಯಾ? Have I done some mistake? Have I misunderstood the position of Jada Bharat? Jada Bharat is he a great yogi or a mystic yogi, a sadhu, or who is he? Why? Maybe there's a mistake on my part. Anta Maharaj Raguna kelkoltane. So he's talking to himself. And then he's analyzing the words spoken by Jada Bharata. Jada Bharata ಹೇಳಿದ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅವನ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ತನಗೆ ತಾನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. That means he's inquiring. How could you say that I'm not the king, you are not the servant? How could you say I'm not the master, you're not the servant? You cannot say that. Maybe this is temporary. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತಾತ್ಕಾಲಿಕವಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ನಾನು ರಾಜನಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ನೀನು ಪ್ರಜೆ, ನೀನು ನನ್ನ ದಾಸ. ಇದು ಅಸತ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಇದು ತಾತ್ಕಾಲಿಕ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದೇ ಹೊರತು ಅಸತ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? So he's asking himself this question. He's also asking Jada Bharat. Because Jada Bharat says, you are neither the king nor am I the servant. Neither you are the master nor am I the servant. Nothing is true. Because Jada Bharata is looking at this world only from a spiritual perspective. Spiritual perspective ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ನಿಜವಾದ ಪರಿಚಯ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಭಗವಂತನ ದಾಸರು. Nothing else is true. Our real identity is that I am servant of Guru, Krishna, Guru Parampara, whatever. That is my real identity. ಅದು ನನ್ನ ನಿಜವಾದ ಪರಿಚಯ. My real identity is not that I am a king. It's a role I am playing. ಅದು ನನ್ನ ಪಾತ್ರ, ಅದು ನನ್ನ ಪರಿಚಯ ಅಲ್ಲ. I hope you understand what I'm saying. It's the role I am playing, but that's not my identity. My identity is I'm a servant of Guru Krishna. ನನ್ನ ನಿಜವಾದ ಪರಿಚಯ, ನನ್ನ ನಿಜವಾದ ನಾನು ಯಾರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ದಾಸ. ನಾನೊಂದು ಪಾತ್ರ ವಹಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. That role that I'm playing, which is actually temporary, which is nothing to do with reality, is that I'm playing the role of a king. So Jada Bharata is thinking of this in that manner. But the king is not yet so spiritually elevated. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕವಾಗಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಗತಿ ಸಾಧಿಸಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾರು ರಾಜ. So it's not so spiritually elevated. But at least he's curious. At least ಕುತೂಹಲ ಇದೆ. At least ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಬಂದಂತ ಜವಾಬ್ನ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ವಿಶ್ಲೇಷಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. He's trying to analyze what Jada Bharata has said. Actually, Jada Bharata's position is the ideal perfect position. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಸತಿ, they say in English, once bitten twice shy ಅಂತ. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಸತಿ ಹಾವು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕಡಿದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಬಾರಿ ಹಾವು ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ದೂರ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ನೋ 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 ನೋ, ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದ ರಿಸ್ಕ್. ಒನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟನ್ ಟ್ವೈಸ್ ಶೈ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಕಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸತಿ ಬಂದ್ರು ಹಾವು ಎದುರು ಬಂದ್ರು ನಾವು ಬಹುಶಃ ದೂರನೇ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗೋ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಟು ದ ಸ್ನೇಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಅ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ because we've been bitten once. So Jadabharata, in his previous life, he was bitten. He was practically, we can say, he was derailed from his spiritual activity. That is why he is extremely careful. Jadabharata ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದೇ ತಪ್ಪನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿದ್ಧ ಇಲ್ಲ. So Jadabharata ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ he is thinking, okay, somebody has brought me, I am asking me to carry the pallaki. So Jadabharata is actually thinking, ಯಾವ ಜನ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಪಾಪ ಮಾಡಿದೀನೋ ಪಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿ ಎತ್ತಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಹಾಗೆ ನಡೀಲಿ, ಲೆಟ್ ಮೈ ಕರ್ಮ ಕಮ್ ಡೌನ್, ನನ್ನ ಕರ್ಮ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ he is willing, he is happily carrying the palanquin, but he is not willing to sacrifice his values. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ರಿಮಿಕೀಟಗಳಾಗ್ಲಿ ಇರುವೆಗಳಾಗ್ಲಿ ಏನೇ ಆದ್ರೂ ಬಂದ್ರು, I am not going to kill them for the sake of a king, for the sake of anybody. By the way, I will not become attached like I became attached to the deer. I will not become attached to the snakes, I mean the ants and other things, but I will definitely not harm them also. I will neither become attached nor I will become detached. I will be neutral. This is very difficult to achieve in the material world. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಈ ಇರುವೆಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಬೆಳೀಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ಬಿಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ವಿರಕ್ತಿ ಬೆಳೀಲಿಕ್ಕೂ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ that I will have a careless attitude. I don't care ಅಲ್ಲ, I will care, but I will not become attached. I will not become attached. I have attachment only for Krishna, Guru, Krishna, Krishna's instruction, trying to follow Krishna's orders. ನನಗೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇದ್ರೆ ಗುರು, ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಆದೇಶವನ್ನು ಪಾಲನೆ ಮಾಡೋದಷ್ಟೇ, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವುದ್ರ ಮೇಲೂ ನನಗೆ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಬೆಳೆಯೋಲ್ಲ. I will not develop an attachment over anything else in this world. Nothing else in this world I will develop an attachment. But at the same time, I will also follow the spiritual ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಪಾಲನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಹಿಂದಿನ ಜನ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ಕ್ರಿಮಿಕೀಟಗಳೇ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಇರುವೆಗಳೇ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಮನುಷ್ಯರೇ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ರಾಜನೇ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಯಾರ ಮೇಲೂ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ತೋರ್ಸಕ್ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ಐ ಮೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಶೋನ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಡಿಯರ್, ಮೇ ಬಿ I'm capable of making a mistake, maybe not a deer, I'll develop attachment for king or a whatever, woman, wife, children. So this lifetime, I will not make that mistake. I will not develop attachment for anything in this world. No relation. At the same time, I will not be indifferent. What do I say? I will perform a duty within the framework of Varnashrama Dharma, what is expected of me, but my attachment is only for Guru and Krishna and the instructions of Guru and Krishna and nothing else and nobody else. Andre, we are all serving Guru. So obviously we are one family, so I will have some attachment for all of you. ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಭಗವಂತನ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಗುರುಗಳ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಒಬ್ರೊಬ್ರಿಗೆ ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಇದೆ, ಕಾಳಜಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ಪ್ರೀತಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ಅನುರಾಗ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. But I cannot show attachment for anything which is not connected with Krishna. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಮಾರ್ಗದಿಂದ ದೂರವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೋ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ I will not take the risk of developing an attachment. My attachment is reserved for anything that is favorable for Krishna consciousness. ಏನಕೇನ ಪ್ರಕಾರೇನ ಕೇನಾಪಿ ಪ್ರಕಾರೇನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ವಿಷಯವಾಗ್ಲಿ, if it is going to help me to become a better devotee, I will develop attachment for that. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಗುರುಗಳ ಸೇವೆ, ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಸೇವೆ, ಭಗವಂತನ ಸೇವೆ, ಭಕ್ತಿ ಮಾರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಗತಿ ಸಾಧಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನನಗೆ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ನನಗೆ ಅನುಕೂಲವಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಅದು if there's something that's going to teach me the value of detachment, value of what do you say, dedication, sincerity, that I will practice. But I will not practice or I will not come near anything that may take me away from bhakti and Krishna. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಕೃಷ್ಣನಿಂದ ದೂರ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾನು ದೂರ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ. I will stay away from such things. I will stay away from such things that has the potential to take me away from Krishna. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಕೃಷ್ಣನಿಂದ ದೂರ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುವ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಪದಾರ್ಥ, ಪದವಿ, ಪುರುಷನೇ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಮಹಿಳೆ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಏನೇ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, Whether it is a person, a position, a relationship which has the potential to take me away from Krishna, that I will stay away from. I want Krishna in this life. I'm clear. I only want Krishna and only Krishna. And bhakti for Krishna, my Guru's orders. That's the only thing I want. Anything that's going to help me in this path, I will take. I will take. So Maharaj Raguna is on that platform. Andre Maharaj Raguna ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದೇನೆಂದ್ರೆ, ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಹತ್ರ ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುವಂತಹ ಯಾರೇ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಂಬಂಧವಾಗ್ಲಿ, ನನಗೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಮೇಲೆ, ಗುರುಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು, ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮತ್ತಷ್ಟು ತೀವ್ರ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೋ, ಮತ್ತಷ್ಟು ಬೆಳೆಸುತ್ತೋ, ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. Anything which has the potential to take me away from Krishna, I'll stay away from such things. I'm not interested. This is the actual underlying teaching of Jadabharata. Jadabharata says, it may look very nice, dear, it may die, jinke, satogutte. Who will take care? You must take care. Krishna has brought you here. Krishna has brought both of you together. Now you please take care. Anta ansutte namge. But I will do my duty, but I will not allow attachment to come. Andre ನನಗೆ ಇದ್ದಂತ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಹೊರತು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೀರಿ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. Because my actual attachment is reserved for Krishna and Guru's instruction. Krishna ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ನಿಜವಾದಂತಹ ಕಾಳಜಿ, ಅನುರಾಗ, ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಭಾವನೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣನಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮೀಸಲಾಗಿದೆ, ಹಾಗೂ ಗುರುಗಳಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮೀಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. Not with anybody else, not for anybody else. I don't want to take risks in this life. I took a risk, I paid a price. So this is a message that Jadabharata is giving us, for us in this material world. What are you developing attachment for? What is your attachment? ಯಾವ್ದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕುತೂಹಲ ಇದೆ, ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಮಾಯಾ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಕನಿಂಗ್. ಮಾಯಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬಹಳ 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 ಚತುರ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಕನಿಂಗ್. ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೂಲ್ ಅಸ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ. ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೂಲ್ ಅಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿಲಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೇ we will be defeated by Maya. We are already defeated now, we may not even be aware of that. We are already defeated by Maya, but Maya acts so subtly that we will not even be aware of that. Maya sothogiರ್ತೀವಿ, ನಮಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. We may not even know about it. We may be thinking I'm doing the right thing, but actually we have already become a victim of Maya. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅನ್ಸ್ಬೋದು ನಾನು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ, ಬಟ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಮಾಯಾ ಜೊತೆ ಯುದ್ಧದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸೋತೋಗಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ನಮಗೇನೇನೋ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, ವಾಟ್ಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್, ಐ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಾಂಟ್ ಅ ಜಾಬ್, ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ, ಐ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಅ ಹೌಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದೆಮ್, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಿ ದಟ್ ದೇ ಎಂಜಾಯ್, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಿ. ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ತಪ್ಪೇನಿದೆ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಮಾಯಾ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ, ದ ಮಾಯಾ ವಿಲ್ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಅಸ್ ಟು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ವಾಟ್ಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದಟ್? My neighbor is doing, this person is doing, that person, the whole world seems to be doing this. It's being dedicated to their wife and children and family and spending their whole life in that manner. Everybody seems to be doing, so what's wrong with that? Antane ansutte namage. Maya will try to convince us like that. Who in this world is not taking care of their family? Yaru ankolta illa. Yes, you can take care of your family, but what is the meaning of taking care? Andre ಪರಿವಾರದಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಭಕ್ತರಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. You really want to take care of your family well, then the real way of taking care of them well is to make them devotees. In Prithu Maharaj's prayers it is there. Prithu Maharaj says, my dear citizens, ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಜೆ, ನನ್ನ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಪ್ರಜೆ. Prithu Maharaj ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅದು ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮೀ. Just some cramps in my leg. Prithu Maharaj is saying, ತನ್ನ ಪ್ರಜೆಯನ್ನು ಉದ್ದೇಶಿಸಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, my dear citizens, what do you want? I will take care of whatever you want. You want peaceful life? You want the rains at the right time, grains and wealth and good health, everything I'll take care. But, what's that? But I have one request from you. ಅಂತ Prithu Maharaj ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳಲ್ಲೇ, ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. So they will say, what do you want? Prithu Maharaj says, see, you should bless me. Prithu Maharaj is saying, Nannanna Ashirvadisbeku. You kindly bless me. Then the Praja is saying, in what way can we bless you? Then Prithu Maharaj is saying, all of you become very nice devotees of Krishna. That's all I want from you. My fundamental duty is to see that I take you to Krishna. And as long as you are taking you to Krishna, I am ready to do anything for you, including sacrificing my life. I am ready to do anything for you. ನಿಮಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿದ್ಧನಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಭಕ್ತರಾಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿದ್ಧರಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿದ್ಧನಾಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. This is the message of the Srimad Bhagavatam. This is the hidden message of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Become devotee of Krishna. Don't waste your life. You've already wasted so many lives. Like Jada Bharata did that mistake in his previous life, we are repeatedly doing mistakes. Same mistake we are doing. Family, whatever. It may be family, it may be this, it may be that. But we have attachment for anything except Guru and Krishna. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲದ್ರ ಮೇಲೂ ನಾವು ಕುತೂಹಲ, ಮೋಹ, ವ್ಯಾಮೋಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಗುರು ಅಂಡ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲೈನ್. ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನು ಸಮಯ ಇದ್ರೆ ದೆನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಸಂಡೇ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಟೆಂಪಲ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಗಿಸಿ ಸಮಯ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ನೈಸ್ಲಿ, ಅಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್ಲಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಪೀಸ್ಫುಲಿ. ಇಫ್ ಐ ಗೆಟ್ ದೆನ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಟೆಂಪಲ್. The Bhagavatam is asking a big question. Just as Jalabharata is asking Rahuguna, what do you think? You think you are the king? You think I am your servant and master? Do you know you are neither the king nor am I the servant? Same way, Bhagavatam is asking, what do you think? You think you are a head of a family or this? You may be, that's a small role that you play, but that's not your real identity. Your real identity is your servant of Krishna. Your only real identity is your servant of Krishna. ನಿನ್ನ ನಿಜವಾದ ಪರಿಚಯ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಯ, ಗುರಿ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಯ, ನೀನು ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ದಾಸ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಪಾತ್ರ, ಟೆಂಪರರಿ. In one lifetime you may play different roles. Sometimes father, sometimes grandfather, after some time this, after some time zero, nothing. You're gone, you become a picture in the house, that's all. That's all. That's not your real goal, that's not your real identity. Your real identity is Krishna. Guru and Krishna. So Rahuguna is asking that question. Sorry, Jalabarata is asking that question, and Rahuguna is seeking reply from Jalabarata, saying, can you please explain? I'm a king, I'm not a Brahmana, I'm not a yogi, I'm not an intelligent person. I'm curious, but please can you explain properly to me? So we should also be asking that question. Same question that Rahuguna is asking, we should also ask. What is that question? ಅದೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ನಾವು ಕೇಳಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಯಾರು? Am I the king? ನಾನು ರಾಜಾನ? Just as Rahuguna is asking, we should ask. We should ask Bhagavatam. We should ask the Bhagavad Gita. We should ask our Guru, who am I? What is my role? What is my real identity? What is my dharma? What is my karma? What is my duty, responsibility? Prithu Maharaj said, as long as you're all becoming devotees of Krishna, I'm ready to do anything for you. Everything for you. But please become devotees of Krishna. So, if you want to be a good head of the family, then you should tell, you all become devotees of Krishna, I will dedicate myself completely to you. Please become devotees of Krishna. Disciples should tell the Guru, please instruct us on the path of bhakti. Andre ಶಿಷ್ಯರೆಲ್ಲ ಗುರುಗಳ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು, ನಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡಿ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಮಾರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಪ್ರಗತಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು, ಸುಧಾರಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು, ಅದು ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡಿ, ನಾವು ಕೂಡ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸೇವಕರಾಗಿರ್ತೀವಿ. We'll also become your servants. So this is the message. So we should not waste human form of life. Human form of life has become more serious spiritually. ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ವಿಷಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತಷ್ಟು ಗಂಭೀರವಾಗಬೇಕು. Become more serious spiritually. We have wasted enough lifetimes. ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಜೀವನಾವಧಿಗಳನ್ನು ವ್ಯರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ನಾವು ಮಹಾರಾಜರಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. Don't think that you were not a king at some point of time. Maybe all of us were kings or queens or something in one lifetime or the other. Everything we have experienced. Everything we have experienced. In fact, the Shastra says, maybe we were even Indra, maybe Brahma also, who knows. Everything we have experienced. Nothing left to be experienced except the shelter of Krishna. ನಾವು ಅನುಭವಿಸದೇ ಇರೋದು ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಆಶ್ರಯ. That we are beginning to experience in this lifetime. ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಆಶ್ರಯ ಒಂದೇ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೂ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಅನುಭವಿಸಿಲ್ಲ. The moment we taste the nectar of Krishna's shelter, we will not go in any other direction. In any other direction, we will also become like Jadabharats. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಕೂಡ ಜಡಭರತನ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. Will not be distracted by anything. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೂ ನಾವು we will not be. See, for example, if you read, ಈಗ ರಾಮ ಭಗವಂತ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮಚಂದ್ರ ಸೀತಾದೇವಿಯನ್ನು ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಗ, when both of these people are getting married, just before the marriage ceremony, there is one priest who speaks the glories of Lord Rama's dynasty. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಾಮನ ರಘುವಂಶದ ಮಹಿಮೆಗಳನ್ನು ಸಾರಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. Then there's another priest, Shatananda or somebody, who is speaking the glories of Maharaj Janaka's legacy or whatever, family tree. So they both of them are talking. So if you read the Ramayana, you'll be surprised. After every 3 or 4 descriptions, 3 or 4 or 5, suddenly it will come, one name will come. I can't remember all the names. Will say, this person, he made his elder son the king, and he retired to the forest to practice spiritual life sampurnamai. This person, he made his elder son or whatever son Raja king, and he retired, went away to the forest to practice spiritual life. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ರಾಜನ ಸ್ಥಾನವನ್ನು ತ್ಯಾಗ ಮಾಡಿ ತನ್ನ ಮಗನ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊರಟುಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. They just go away. And in fact, it is mentioned that this is the glory of a ವಂಶ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ವಂಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ ಭಗವಂತನ ಸೇವೆಗೋಸ್ಕರ ತಮ್ಮ ರಾಜಸ್ಥಾನ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ರಾಜನಿಗೆ ಇರೋದನ್ನು ರಾಜಸ್ಥಾನವನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ತ್ಯಜಿಸಿ ಹೊರಟೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಕಾಡಿಗೆ. In some cases, it is said that the father is frustrated, he doesn't have a suitable son to whom he can give the king and go. ಅವನಿಗೆ ದುಃಖ ಅಂತೆ, ಅರೆ ನನ್ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಯಾರು ಇನ್ನೂ ವಯಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಂತ ಗಾಂಭೀರ್ಯ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ, they're not yet fully qualified. So they're waiting, when will the son, okay, if not the first eldest son, we'll give to son number 2, second son, and we will go to the forest. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. So both of them are describing how this is the glory of their Vamsha, how they dedicated their life for Krishna, how they did their duty, and at the right time they left and they dedicated their life. So if there is no dedication of our life to Krishna, Prabhupada says, what's the point? Till the last breath of our life, we are so busily engaged in family life. Prabhupada says, may not be the best way to live and leave. Nor is it the best way to live, nor is it the right way to leave. When you are leaving, you should be surrounded by devotees who are saluting you, who are congratulating you for your bhakti. ನಾವು ಬಿಡೋ ಸಮಯ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತಲು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಮೆಚ್ಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತಹ ಭಕ್ತರಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ನಮ್ಮ ತ್ಯಾಗ, ನಮ್ಮ ಭಕ್ತಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಶ್ರದ್ಧೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ನಿಷ್ಠಾವಂತಿಕೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಗಮನಿಸಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಭಕ್ತರು ನಮ್ಮ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತಲು ಇರಬೇಕು. There should be devotees who are understanding and recognizing our purity, our sacrifice, our sincerity. Bhagavatam speaks about that as glorious death. Like Bhishma. When Bhishma passed away, Krishna was present. Vidura, practically everywhere. Who was not present? The greatest of sages were present. Vyasadeva was present. Yudhishthira was present. Everybody were present. Because they recognized that though he played the role of a Kshatriya leader, but he was a great devotee. Bhishma ತನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಣ ತ್ಯಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So this is what is the question we have to ask. What will make me more sincere and dedicated? How can I progress as a devotee? ನಾನು ಭಕ್ತಿಯ ಮಾರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. How can I make progress as a devotee? This is the only question we have to be asking. ಕೇನಾಪಿ ಉಪಾಯೇನ, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಪರಂಪರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ can we make one small step forward in our path. Because it is said, Krishna says, it's actually a warning for all the devotees and those who are trying to become devotees. There's no happiness in this material world. ಏನೇ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡಿ ಭೌತಿಕ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ. You won't get. Maharaj Ravana must have been expecting, okay, now I'll have a peaceful ride. Even that he could not get. But of course, that's a blessing in disguise, because Jadabharata came, Maharaj Ravana became awakened. But even a ride on a palanquin for a king, you can't take it for granted. Andre, ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಅನಿಸಿಕೆಗಳ ಪ್ರಕಾರ, ನಮ್ಮ ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮುಂದೆ ಸಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಭ್ರಮೆ. It doesn't happen like that. It doesn't quite happen like that. Sometimes time will test us in very severe ways. Very, very severe ways. Even sometimes in the case of devotees, strange things may happen. Like Yudhishthira, he was playing the game of dice. I mentioned this story yesterday in another class. ಜೂಜಾಟ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ, ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಬಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನಂತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ Krishna will come to the forest. When they're in the forest, Krishna will come and tell them, I just didn't know that you were playing this game of dice. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. I just didn't know. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ I came running to meet you. By the time everything is over ಅಂತ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. What a statement to make Krishna is making. So Yudhishthira ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಇರ್ತಾನ? You think Yudhishthira will keep quiet? Yudhishthira will ask Krishna, oh really, you didn't know? Krishna will say, no, I didn't know. I came to know only after everything was over. So where were you, my dear sir? Where were you? Krishna says, oh, that's the time when Shalva no Maharaja, he attacked Dwarka. Dwarka ಮೇಲೆ ಆಕ್ರಮಣ ಮಾಡಿದ Shalva Maharaja. So I had to go to defend Dwarka. So I went with my army. I was fighting a battle with Shalva. Oh really? You were fighting a battle with Shalva? No, please. Yudhishthira was not asking out of doubt. Yudhishthira was asking out of curiosity. On kutuvala. Krishna gotte aglilva. Oh really? So what was he doing at that time? On kutuvala. Like a genuine devotee is asking. So then Yudhishthira asking, Shalva, who is this man? Can you tell something about him? Then Krishna is then telling, Shalva, yeah, this guy Shalva, he has some magical powers also. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ? ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಪವರ್ಸ್, ಮಾಂತ್ರಿಕ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇತ್ತು ಅವನಿಗೆ. So this guy was having some magical powers. Sometimes he's in the air, sometimes he's on the ground, sometimes he's here, sometimes he's behind me, sometimes in front of me. ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಾನು ಹಿಂದೆ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ, ಮುಂದೆ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ, ಮೇಲೆ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ, ಕೆಳಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ. So it took me some time to figure out all his magic. ನನ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಮಯ ಆಯ್ತು ಅವನ ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕ್, ಅವನ ಮಾಂತ್ರಿಕ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ ಇರೋ ಮಾಂತ್ರಿಕ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವನ ಜೊತೆ ಯುದ್ಧ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಮಯ ಆಯ್ತು. It took me some time. Then Yudhishthira asking, can you please describe the battle little more? Krishna says, yeah, you really want to know how I fought the war with Shalva? Yudhishthira says, yeah, of course, anything about you I'd like to hear. ನೀನು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಕಿವಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಮೃತವಾಣಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Whatever you say, I like to hear. It is so sweet. Actually, it is said that in the Mahabharata, it is said, for the next, I don't know, for how duration of time, Yudhishthira is asking question, Krishna is explaining about the war. What happened, how he fought, how he did, who is the Shalva, how he finally subdued him, and all that. So Yudhishthira, like a very curious devotee, he's listening and he's in ecstasy. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯುಧಿಷ್ಠಿರ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಲೀಲೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಮೈ ಮರ್ತು ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. He'll actually forget his position. It is said in the Mahabharata that not only Yudhishthira, all the Pandavas come there. All the people who are there are curiously listening to Krishna. So much so that they forgot about their miserable condition. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಮಿಸರಬಲ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್, ಪಿಟಿಯಬಲ್ ಮಿಸರಬಲ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ಏನೋ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ? ಪಿಟಿಯಬಲ್ ಮಿಸರಬಲ್ sad condition, tragic condition of the part, or marte biಡ್ತಾರೆ. Everybody forgets, they're just hearing Krishna. So the Mahabharata says, this is the power of Krishna. This is the power of listening to Krishna Leela. It is not some ordinary material thing. It's completely spiritual. It takes you out of this material world. So they forget about their miserable condition. We're all here curiously hearing how Krishna subdued Shalva. After some time, after the whole story narration is over, they're not on this world. They're not thinking, oh, Duryodhana cheated us, Shakuna did this to us, nothing. They're just hearing, completely absorbed, listening to Krishna. And Krishna will bring them back and say, as soon as I came to know what happened to you, I just took the next train and came to Hastinapura. He came on his chariot and just saying how quickly Krishna came. I took the next available transport and came to Hastinapura. And I found out where you are and I came here. And Krishna is saying, looking at all Pandavas are staring at Krishna. And they're all bewildered by the beauty and the handsomeness and the love that Krishna is showing. Krishna ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ಅನುಕಂಪ, ಅನುರಾಗ, ಪ್ರೀತಿ, ಪ್ರೇಮ ನೋಡಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. They're in some other world of Krishna prema. They're all in some completely different world. So, when Krishna says, slowly Krishna he started speaking. And Krishna says, actually I'm not very happy with what has happened. ಇದು ನಡೆದಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಬಹಳ ದುಃಖ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. I'm not at all happy about what happened. If I was there, I never allowed it to have happened. ನಾನೇನು ನನಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಸರಿಯಾದ ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸೂಚನೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. So everybody is listening. After that, they don't talk too much. Krishna is himself talking. I would have stopped this game of dice at any time. Because game of dice is dangerous. Jujata ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬಹಳ ಖತರ್ನಾಕ್, ಆಡಬಾರ್ದು. Then Krishna says, actually that Shakuni, I don't know. Then Krishna says, somebody will say, no, what to do, Shakuni, this and that. And Krishna says, I would have threatened Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtraನಿಗೆ ಎಚ್ಚರಿಕೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಹೆದರಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಅವನ್ನ. ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬನ ಕೈಲಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದ್ರೋಣ, ಭೀಷ್ಮ, ವಿದುರ, ಕೃಪಾಚಾರ್ಯ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಸಹಾಯ ತಗೊಂಡು ಧೃತರಾಷ್ಟ್ರನ ಹೆದರಿಸಿ ಈ ಜೂಜಾಟವನ್ನು ನಾನು ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಕೃಷ್ಣ will say. But he'll say, what to do, it has happened now. And then he'll say something very nice about Yudhishthira. He'll say something very, very nice about Yudhishthira. And he'll say, ನನಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇದ್ರು, no matter how big and powerful I am, no matter what all I want, ನನಗೆ ಏನೇನೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆಸೆ ಇದೆ ಈಗ. I feel like doing many things to help you all. But what to do? There is this Yudhishthira, no? Yudhishthira was actually elder to Krishna. Yudhishthira idane. So Krishna will say, I can't do anything for next 13 years because Yudhishthira will not allow me to do. Because Yudhishthira has given a word of promise. 12 plus 1 year, I will be in the forest. 12 years forest, 1 year in the city. Ajnatavasa they have to do in the city area, not in the forest. They can't go and hide in a cave for 1 year. No. Duryodhana is so cunning. He says you should live in the city area where people are there. Ajnatavasa. So Krishna says 12 plus 1 year, I cannot do anything. I have to wait. I also have to wait. Because otherwise if I try something, Yudhishthira will not like it. And Krishna also says, that is against dharma. That is against dharma the viruddhavagutte. Anta Krishna ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. So basically, then Krishna says, but after 13 years, 12 plus 1 years, then I will come again to meet you all. I will come to meet you all. That time I won't come with the flute. I won't carry my flute. I won't bring the, what is it called? I won't bring the buffalo horn, the flute. I will come with my Sudarshan Chakra. Krishna says, 13 ವರ್ಷ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾ ಬರ್ತೀನಲ್ಲ, ಸುದರ್ಶನ್ ಚಕ್ರ, ಐ ಕಮ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಬ್ಯಾಟಲ್ ಗೇರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯುದ್ಧ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ತಯಾರಾಗಿ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. Because who knows, if Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra don't accept to give the kingdom, then there may be war. So I'll come prepared for that war. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ನಾನು ಯುದ್ಧಕ್ಕೂ ರೆಡಿಯಾಗಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ತಯಾರಾಗಿ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. So the Pandavas are thinking, how blessed and fortunate we are. So they will thank Krishna and say, Krishna, these 13 years, ಈ 13 ವರ್ಷ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಎದುರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. But One thing I can assure you ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಪಾಂಡವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೃಷ್ಣನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, the next 13 years will always be thinking about that time when you will come back to meet us. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವರ್ಷ ಆಯ್ತು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 12 ವರ್ಷನೇ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 12 ವರ್ಷ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 11 ವರ್ಷ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. We'll always be meditating on that moment when you will be coming back to meet us after our vanavas. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ವನವಾಸ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಿರಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಗಳಿಗೆ we will be ಎದುರು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. We'll be looking forward to that moment when you will come back to meet us. So we will be absorbed completely in thinking about that moment when you will come back to meet us. And that absorption and that anticipation of meeting Krishna, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮನಸ್ಸ ಏಕಾಗ್ರತವಾಗಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ 13 ವರ್ಷ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಎದುರು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ, ಆ ಸಮಯ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಎದುರು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಆಂಟಿಸಿಪೇಷನ್, ಈ ಕುತೂಹಲದಿಂದ ನಾವು ಎದುರು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಕೂಡ ಇಟ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ಅಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಿಟರ್ ಸ್ವೀಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ we are now suffering a little bit, but what gives us hope, what gives us happiness, what gives us the strength to carry on is this promise that you have made that you will see us after the 13 years. So we'll be waiting for the completion of 13 years. So this 13 years will be austerity. Actually, it will be bittersweet austerity of remembering you. Andre Krishna Vartane, doesn't matter, we'll wait. Little more time, Krishna is going to come. Just one more year, Krishna is going to come. Just few more days, Krishna is going to come. Today, Krishna will come. 13 years are over. Today we will be meeting Krishna. We will be anticipating that day. Anta Pandavas will tell Krishna. That is what gives us happiness. Otherwise we will be only thinking about the miserable condition. Illade hodre ನಾವು ಈಗ ನರಳಾಡ್ತಿರೋದೇ ನಮಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. But this promise that you have made, this is what we'll think about. This is purpose of human life. Think about Krishna. Never be deviated. Especially Jadabharat's example. Nothing in this material world is worth dedicating ourselves to except Guru and Krishna's instruction. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Any questions or comments? Yes?
Pandavas were suffering so much in their life, and they were able to understand the love and affection that Krishna is showing on you.
Yes.
Similarly, we are also going through troubles in this material world. And how do we understand the same way Pandavas understood Krishna, so that like Pandavas, we can also show the same love and affection and service to Krishna?
Oh, very nice question. Artha aita ellargu? Everybody understood? So there Krishna appeared and Krishna promised Pandavas, I'll come back in 13 years. And you know what Krishna says? I am also eagerly waiting for this time to be passed. Krishna ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ನಾನು ಎದುರು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಈ 13 ವರ್ಷ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಎದುರು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. Not only you, I am also waiting. When I can be reunited with you, I can restore your kingdom to you. So Sadanand Keshav Prabhu is asking, how am I supposed to understand that Krishna cares for me also? Krishna ನನ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಇಲ್ವೋ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಸಂಶಯ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು? ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನನ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೂ ಅನುಮಾನ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಅನುಮಾನ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So this is very natural. Sometimes devotees have questions like this. Does Krishna know me? Does Krishna care for me? Krishna nannanu gamanisidana? Krishna nan nodidana? Krishna ಲೆಕ್ಕಾಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಇದೀನಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ? In Krishna's calculation, do I exist or not? Or am I just a faceless devotee who is struggling hard in all ways? So this sometimes we devotees tend to have these kind of questions that come into our mind. And we are looking for reassurance from Krishna. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭಗವಂತನ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ನಮಗೊಂದು ಭರವಸೆ ಬೇಕು, ನಮಗೊಂದು ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಕೊಡಿಸೋ ತರ ಭಗವಂತ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ. ಸೊ In the scripture, it is said that Krishna, right now or any other time, anytime, one of his biggest occupation is taking care of his devotees, reciprocating to each one of them. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ಹತ್ರನೂ ಸ್ಪಂದಿಸುತ್ತಾನೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. Now, it is mentioned that when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing in the Rath Yatra dance, the famous Rath Yatra dance, so right on top Pratap and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya were seeing. In the mailing of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Pratap Rudra ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. It appeared like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing with one group of devotees. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ಒಂದು devotee ಗುಂಪು ಜೊತೆ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ನೃತ್ಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗ ಅಂತು. And after some time they're looking elsewhere. Then they see that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dancing with them also. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ಬೇರೆ ಗುಂಪಿನ ಜೊತೆನೂ ನೃತ್ಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ರೀತಿ then they saw another group of devotees. Then they saw that Lord Chaitanya is dancing with them also. Then they saw another group of devotees, another group of devotees. Practically Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dancing with every group of devotees. Every group of devotees. Because they were standing at a vantage point. Vantage point ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎತ್ತರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರು ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dancing, practically dancing with every group of devotees. Every group of devotees. Then sometimes Lord Chaitanya would dance in the middle and there would be devotees all around him. ಅವನ ಸುತ್ತ ಭಕ್ತರು ಇರ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭು ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನೃತ್ಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಅವನ ಸುತ್ತ ಭಕ್ತರು ಇರ್ತಿದ್ರು. The strangest thing is, every devotee felt, Lord Chaitanya is looking at me, only at me. ಎಲ್ಲ ಭಕ್ತರಿಗೂ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಮಹಾಪ್ರಭು ನನ್ನನ್ನೇ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನನ್ನ ಕಡೆನೇ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನನ್ನನ್ನೇ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. See, please understand that Krishna is also anxious to make a mark in our life. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೇವಲ ನಾವೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೂ ಆಸೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಭಗವಂತನ ಮೇಲೆ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೂ ಆಸೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Krishna also wants us to develop faith and trust him. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭಗವಂತನ ಮೇಲೆ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ, ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ Krishna also wants, and Krishna will do. Same way when Krishna danced with the gopis of Vrindavan, everybody felt that Krishna is only with me and not with the others. ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ for everybody. So the Lord has individual dealings with every single devotee without exception. ಎಲ್ಲ ಭಕ್ತರ ಜೊತೆ ಪ್ರತ್ಯೇಕವಾದಂತಹ ವಿಶೇಷವಾದಂತಹ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಭರಿತ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಜೊತೆನೂ ಕೃಷ್ಣನಿಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Krishna has a relationship with every single devotee. He reciprocates to every single devotee. Krishna loves every single devotee. So Krishna is also trying to talk to us. So Prabhupada says, the biggest proof that Krishna cares for you and me is, biggest proof, what is it? Anybody knows? What is the biggest proof, Prabhupada says, that Krishna cares for you and me? Intimately cares for you and me. Is the presence of Paramatma in our heart. Prabhupada says, ನಿನ್ನ ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲೂ ನನ್ನ ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರತ್ಯೇಕವಾಗಿ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನ ರೂಪವನ್ನು ಧರಿಸಿದ್ದಾನೆ. He will not leave you. You may have forgotten him, you may not know, you may not be aware, or whatever, you may even ignore and forget, but Krishna is not going to leave you. He's there as the Paramatma, and he's trying his best to communicate with you. ನಿನ್ ಜೊತೆ ಸಂವಾದ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಭಗವಂತ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. To tell you, come, don't do that, come here, go to Iskcon, find a guru. Then the guru takes that responsibility. So Krishna is always with us in the form of Paramatma. And Prabhupada says that when we become sufficiently purified, then we can actually hear the instructions of Paramatma, or Krishna will arrange in such a way that we become conscious of Paramatma's instructions to us. Agandre ನಮ್ಮ ಹೃದಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಂತಹ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮವನ್ನು ಗುರುತಿಸುವಂತ ನಾವು ಶುದ್ಧತೆಯನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. We can always ask this question to us, Krishna, what do you want me to do? Whenever you're stuck, definitely Krishna will answer, because he's there. He's actually waiting for that question. Krishna, what do you want me to do? Most often we act independently. We think we know better than Krishna also. We think we know better than Krishna. We think Krishna doesn't understand our position fully. So we should ask this question, Krishna, what do you want me to do? Please tell me. In many ways, Krishna will reciprocate. So we should not have that fear. Krishna is there as Paramatma. As we chant, as we read, as we become more and more dedicated, purified, Krishna's presence we start feeling in every aspect of our life. ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಕೈವಾಡ, ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಕೈ ನಮಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. Krishna saved me, Krishna protected me, Krishna helped me. ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲೂ, in everything we come to know Krishna's protective hand. Which is why we also read the Ramayana and Mahabharata and Bhagavatam. Especially if you read the Mahabharata, you see in how many different ways Krishna personally is present to protect the Pandavas. And actually Prabhupada says that when you read the scripture in the right frame of mind, then the same feeling of protection that the Pandavas had, you will also feel. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾಂಡವರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಆಶ್ರಯ ಭಗವಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅನಿಸ್ತೋ ನಮಗೂ ಹಾಗೆ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಗುಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಯಾ
As now it nicely explained that Pandavas were always guided by Krishna. Also, there comes a situation that we as devotees are with association of non-devotees. Many times we are also failing to do our duty, like we don't take shelter of Krishna. So that why we forget to take that shelter, and we are always trying to confront that we are devotees, we are not devotees, like that, and we try to think we are better.
Correct.
We are always not in a better position. We fall down unless we have a hurt, then we realize. Take that position.
ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬಿದ್ದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಕೃಷ್ಣನ್ ಮಾತು ಕೇಳಬಹುದಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ. So we start feeling after. So the question is, why is it that we're not conscious of Krishna all the time? You see, this is a battle between us, Maya, Krishna. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದೊಂಥರ ಯುದ್ಧ. ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿತ್ಯ ಎದುರಿಸುವಂತ ಯುದ್ಧ. ಕೃಷ್ಣನ್ ಎದುರಿಸಿ, we are fighting Maya to remember Krishna. We want to remember Krishna and not forget him. Srila Prabhupada says, if you have a morning, nice, good, strong sadhana program, Krishna will be with you all through the day. You can feel his presence. Krishna is always there with you, but you will feel his presence also strongly. So a devotee has this practice. I've seen this from Guru Maharaj. He's only Japataka Maharaj. He has this practice. He's always praying to Prabhupada and Krishna. My dear Lord, let me not forget you. Let me not forget to take your blessings. Let me not forget that I'm your servant. Let me not forget that I'm your servant, and let me not forget that my position is to be a surrendered, completely dependent servant. So always you can see acharyas like this are praying to Krishna and to Guru, their respective gurus and Krishna. Which is why you see, whenever you talk to Guru Maharaj, any short meeting, big meeting, long meeting, he will begin the meeting by saying, what? Only 2 mantras he chants. What? Huh? Primarily 2-3 mantras he chants. Before addressing any meeting, anybody, anything, what does he chant? Huh? Prabhupada Pranam Mantra, then? Om Ajnana Timirandasya, then? Huh? 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 No, he doesn't chant Vancha Kalpatarubhavam. Yes, he chants some Krishna Pranam Mantra. What else did he chant? Huh? After he chants Prabhupada Pranam Mantra, what does he chant? Mukam karoti vachalam. Repeat the mantra, no? Mukam karoti vachalam. What is the meaning of this mantra? What is the meaning of this mantra? See, this is a mantra of highest form of surrender to your Guru. Highest. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yatkripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Deenatarinam. Paramananda Madhavam, Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Chaitanya is the Supreme Lord, Guru, the servant of Lord Chaitanya. I am surrendering absolutely, completely, fully, my dear Guru. You speak through me. I am your surrendered soul. You speak through me. Let me become instrument in your hand. Let me become instrument in your hand. You speak through me. You tell me what to do. You guide me. You instruct me. It is your movement. It is your, they're all your children. I'm just their caretaker. I'm just their guide. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So, Guru Maharaj chants this mantra maybe sometimes 10 times, 15 times, 20 times in a day officially. But if you study him, his character, this mantra is vibrating in his mind all the time. Mukam karoti vachalam, pangum langayate girim, yat kripatamaham vande, Shri Gurum Deenatarinam. Guru is always, a duty of the disciple is to always pray. My dear Guru, I'm your servant. I'm your dasa. I'm dependent on you. I'm completely surrendered to you. I'm deaf. I'm dumb. I don't know how to talk. You please speak through me. Let your words come out of my mouth. Let your words come out of my mouth. Let your desires be expressed by me. Let your plan, let me follow and cooperate. So, a duty of a disciple is to constantly vibrate this mantra in his mind and heart. Constantly. We try, after that it's up to Krishna. Yes, I agree, material world is so slippery. It appears to us that most of the time we are forgetting Krishna. So we remind ourselves. We remind ourselves that we are servants of Guru. I am not the enjoyer. I am servant of my Guru. I am servant of my Guru. Constantly we remind ourselves. We try. My duty is to serve you, please you, fulfill your instructions, try our best. Which is why we as a temple, as a community, our consciousness also should be like that. Like for example, His Holiness Japatak Maharaj is coming in April. But in our temple, in our meetings, already we started talking about it. How should the temple prepare? What should we do? Where all we should do? What should be our focus? What should be our programs? What do we present to Guru? What do we present to him? What are the areas, construction or this or that, what all we will complete by them, by the time he comes. So our life, we constantly try to remind ourselves. When we are sincere, somehow Krishna will help us. Somehow Krishna will help us. This we can learn by seeing our acharyas. By seeing our acharyas. If you see them, they talk as if Prabhupada is in the next room. Prabhupada pakkada kottadiyalli idare. Now we have to go and report to him. Anta Moodal matartare. No, Prabhupada won't like this. Prabhupada want this. Prabhupada would have like this. Prabhupada gidishta agtiತ್ತು. Prabhupada wanted this. They speak as if Prabhupada is there. Very much there, and they have to go and report to him. ಆ ರೀತಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. That's how they talk. So the progress of a devotee is how much he will remember Krishna and his position as servant of his Guru throughout the day. Good question. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. I think some of the questions that I asked for just of time. Shri Kandamika Giridhari Sriman Mahaprabhu ki. Actually, in fact, was there are because of the borders we are crossing, crossing. But anyway, jokes apart, thank you, Prabhuji. After many days, we got your association. Because through Ramayana, Mahabharata, finally got us to many points.